This video instructs you on how to graph inverses of a one-to-one function. Of course, I can't find an inverse unless it is a one-to-one function. So we're going to use the square root function, square root of, let's do x plus 5. If I go ahead and hit graph and graph that function, I'm going to see my parent graph of my square root function shifted, of course, to the left 5 units. Now we want to graph the inverse of that particular function. To do that, we already have our function in. We can now go to second quit, and at my home screen, I'm going to access my draw menu, which is above the program key in blue. So second, draw. I'm going to cursor down and number 8 says draw inverse. So I'm going to hit draw inverse. Then it's waiting for me to tell the calculator what I want it to draw the inverse of. And to access that, I'm going to go to my vars key. Go and cursor to the right to yvars, and it is a function, number 1. And the particular function I want it to draw the inverse of, we put on y1, so I'll choose number 1, y1, and I'll press enter. When I press enter, it's going to take me back to my graph screen. It's going to show me y1, and then it did in fact draw that inverse of y1, which was the square root of x plus 5. If I go back to y equals, and now let's cursor down to y2, and we all know that an inverse is reflective across the y is equal to x line, so I'm going to put that line in there, but instead of being the regular line, I'm going to come over all the way over to the type of line. I'm going to hit enter several times, and I'm going to ask that it be a dotted line, and hit our graph. And of course it doesn't look much dotted there, but I can see now that this particular line, if I folded the graph across that line, it would in fact fall on each other, and it is and does have symmetry with the y is equal to x line.